This is Rose Spaziani, the New York City correspondent for the Copenhagen Voice, cphvoice.com. I'm here tonight at the Dixon Place Theater to talk to Nancy Magarill, who composed some of the music for the dance performance TELLUS that is playing at this theater. So here's Nancy. What did you hope to express with the music that you composed for this performance? What kind of emotions is it meant to evoke?
Well, for the trio, one of the things that we worked on was creating a feeling of solitude, emptiness, anonymity, and then it sort of moved into this piece of beauty, actually, of something very beautiful and still solitude, but also just this open expression of it. The last piece, the finale, was something a little more fierce. She wanted hope. She wanted something very thunderous and hopeful, and also beautiful as well. And we wanted people to feel the emotion. I always want to do that with the music. I love the strings for that reason, of really getting into the core, but also inspiring and bringing a lot of hope to it. And but I wanted also something fierce. If you see the way that they're moving in this piece, it's very strong and powerful at times, yet it's also very fluid and beautiful. So I wanted to bring that out into the music while also keeping it electronically based, which was tricky.
What are some of the challenging aspects of composing music for a dance performance and working with the dancers on a show?
Some of it, the most important thing for me is that dancers hear music so differently than I do, and probably than you do, than most people do. And I actually work with a professor at NYU who always told me that dancers count music so differently, and it's really true. And that's, to me, been finding the way to communicate a sound to them and seeing how they respond to it. In these pieces in particular, they never hit the same mark at the same time, and it always brings out something different in the music. Not always what I intended, but it's always, for me, an amazing experience because I hear something different when I see them do that. And it's challenging because I tend to think in grooves and lyrics and very rhythmically, and they're hearing, I think, they're hearing it through motion. I don't know if I'm describing that properly, but they hear it in a very different, just in a different way. And they also, I did a piece in the last show that you saw, where I was counting the one completely differently than they were counting one. The minute the music started for them, that was one, whereas that was endo one for me. And it was really fascinating to see how they worked with that as opposed to me, who was always on the one that I heard as the one. You know, so it's challenging to be able to create something that they'll relate to in a way that you find meaningful and that they find meaningful. And that's the key. Fortunately, with Lily, it's worked. And I'm really excited. I actually want to compose all the music to all the pieces. I'd love to like go in and dig in and do more, because I love the way that they move and the way they express themselves. I think is beautiful and different, and I want to work more with them and help them also find it in the music to bring out even more of what they do.
Okay, thank you for joining me, Nancy.
You're welcome.